The ceiling fans? They're very attractive. What is that?
Because of the following special program, the $25,000 Pyramid and Press Your Luck will not be presented this evening.
Clickety-click.
Crank up the music. Keep an eye on the back.
This presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain and not to conform or inform. The content on this channel should not be used to replace professional, financial, medical, or legal advice. All footage taken and used from public sources falls under the fair use of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act of 1998. Therefore, no breach of privacy or copyright has been committed. This show is sustainably sourced, not affiliated with any community, club, fraternity, or gang. Your cat may vary. I say, moo.
Satellite tracking continues.
Wow. Hey, everybody. I totally expected me to sound like a Mickey Mouse thing with that intro. I'm trying something. I like to listen to my fans out there, and people had suggested to me that my intro being 5 minutes long, which is fun, and it's the way it's always been, it keeps new people from finding me because they don't want to sit through it. So I tried the shortened intro, the time warp, as what is this? As the Mad Faber says, yes. And I sped up the music, and we were in a hurry, and it got the intro done in like a minute and a half. So we'll see how it is. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, send me comments, let me know. There's already people saying they want the old one. But yeah, I get it. I like the long intro and the joke in there and stuff. But time is speeding up, and so you do have to dance hard. So yeah, and went through it fast with no joke. That was no joke. Actually, that's what I call it, no joke. And so we'll see. I'll see if I get enough comments. I mean, I could put up where they do those polls. Somehow I think I can put one of those up and see if you like it with or without the fast motion. But if nothing else, send me an email and let me know. So, all right. So, welcome in, everybody. Congratulations. We made it again. You're on the right side of the topsoil. So pat yourself on the back. If you've done nothing else this week, you've accomplished that. So there's that. And it kind of threw me off being talking right away. I usually have a few minutes, like sit back for a minute and read the chat. But any case, let's get right into it, because otherwise I waste all the time that I saved from the shortened thing, what you call it. Okay. Anyways, here we go. turn the camera on so you can all see me.
Clickety click.
All right, there you all are. Good to be seen by you all. Happy Friday. Once again, we are here. And as someone did point out, I think at the very end, I do break character. But I think the director already said cut by then. But we know why we're here. At least I know why I'm here.
I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go.
I'll just cut it before I break character, and then movie magic stays magical. See how that works?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, whatever. So in any case, the room is filling up. And so that was the thing back in the day, because I've been doing this for a fortnight and not even sure how long that is. Most people don't know anyways. But that's how YouTube was. You would have a long song, sometimes multiple songs, to, as they say, let the room fill up. And but my room fills up pretty fast, and I don't want to lose new people. So if you're here, welcome. And I can always put a disclaimer also at the beginning saying the intro you could skip, but it's hard to do when you're live. So in any case, that's why we're doing this. Okay. Now, enough of that. What can we get into? We've got news to talk about. I've got some videos to throw up there. Some things came across my desk that I thought was interesting. Someone did ask for the plane flying into the pole, so I got that one done. Oh, I want to let's start up by the shilling thing. Let's thank you all. Thank you for the memberships. God bless you. And if you're just subscribing too, it's a wonderful thing because it helps the channel out. We just hit 5,300 subscribers just the other day. It's just a lot for me, even though I've been doing it 10 years, but it's all right. It is what it is. I'm where I'm supposed to be, reaching the people that I'm supposed to. And hopefully I'll reach more sooner than later. But for now, this is where we're at. So let's see. So I got that one. And then, so thank you to the subscribers, to the memberships, super chats. I just saw, let's see. We start off with Reality Witness. Thank you very much. God bless you. And looks like you're in the Matrix there or something. I wonder what that picture is. I always like to see what people's avatars are. And then there's good old Hunt and Cover. That one I can read. It's big H. The music isn't the same sped up. You can't dance as well to it, can you? We'll see how it goes. I might have to keep it. And there's Rose, a member for 2 months. God bless you, Rose. And yeah, I'm still working on it. Will you work out with me the how to do the things you were talking about for the members so we can get it for next week? Have your people call my people. So, but it's always lovely to see you in the chat there, Rose. And Jeannie's got something to send you. Send her that thing that you sent me, Jeannie, that video. So, okay, she says. Silent Wife says yes. You can't tap your foot that fast, says Tim. So, oh, geez. Let's see. Oh, and I wanted to, okay, so where we were thanking. Thank you for the Patreons. I've had some Patreons since inception of this, so God bless you. Thank you for those people. And then, my goodness, Rose, I'm still trying to thank the other people. Thank you very much, Rose. So 5 more members. So now we've really got to get on it, right, Rose? So thank you very much. God bless you. And let's see, Patreon people, thank you for that. And I've got some Rumble people that send me stuff. And I'm wearing this. Okay, I got to take a screen off the comment off the screen there, Rose. Thank you. I'm wearing this. Was sent to me by a fan. I love this because I say this all the time, and I've said I got to make a T-shirt. We haven't even put one in the store yet, so now I'm motivated to put one in the store. But I have mine because whenever you get into any kind of story that you're researching, it eventually gets to science, math, and shut up, because you're asking too many questions. And so now I have the very first prototype because science, math, and shut up shirt. So thank you, Tina, I believe. Thank you very much for that. God bless you. And I know I got to make the member emojis. Yes. Before I was Ceiling Fan Man, I was Ceiling Fan Boy. Okay. That's worthy of this. So okay, and let's see, where are we at? What's it doing? Oh yeah, so I got the shirt. Oh, and then my friend Bruce, I showed a video, was it a week ago or so? I forget now. It happens, and I showed an older video where I had an old garlic press that we actually threw out because I had a listener or a viewer. I'm not sure what to call you, all viewers. Send me this invisible one. It's a garlic press that, it's invisible. It's wonderful. And so someone else sent me one today that was, huh? Yeah, but I'm going to go over that's the old one. That's the silent wife talking down there. Yeah, that's the old one, and I'm going to go over the one. I just got this one from Bruce. And so I got a second one now, and so yeah, we're going to be making all kinds of fun things. And this one's even got a little cleaner to clean out the holes and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. I love this stuff. People send things through the mail. It's fun to get gifts in the mail or even letters, like he wrote a whole letter. So that's cool to see again. Oh, and he sent me two. And so one of the things was to give the extra one to a listener. And I did that today. Someone that is very close to me, and he was here and gave him the extras. So it's been distributed. So thank you for that, Bruce. And thank you, Tina. And for the donations and all that. So you're all wonderful. You treat me so well, and I really appreciate all of it. So if you're out there and you want to converse with me, just send me an email, ceilingfanman2020@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to get that email and answer any questions or go with any potential ideas that you have, like the shortened intro. So I think what I'll do is I'll put maybe I'll put up a post with a poll. We'll see if that'll help to get it. So all right, so where are we at? What are we doing here? Okay, so we got all that done. I think so. I think I got all that in the chat and the questions that were asked, and let's get going. All right, so let's see, where should we start? We can start with one of these silly little videos that I like to oh, thank you, Vincent. What is this? It says super sticker. Oh my God. Jeannie, this is $50 super sticker. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you, Vincent.
Now, who can argue with that?
Robert!
I didn't have anything else, so I thought I'd throw that one up there. I could do this. What was that? That was inappropriate? Wah, wah. Sorry. Not appropriate. Okay. Well, let's see. What can we throw out there? But wow, thank you so much. God bless you. We have the sweetest. We have the nicest people in our chat. You just are all just wonderful. So thank you for that. Right? Oh, I know. We can play the Mad Paximus is getting in the game. Try to there he is. What does this say? Thank you for all your hard work. You have us here every Friday night. We're blessed to have you, brother. Well, thank you. I'm blessed to be able to do this for you. So thank you for that. Those kind words. I do feel it's such a blessing that I get to be the vessel to go do this, whatever this is tonight, for whoever wants to listen and tune out of the craziness of the world for a few hours and tune into my craziness. So thank you for that very much, Matt Paximus. And in honor of that, I found this. Would you like to hear my, I know we can do. You get a little bit of my my pipes, my singing voice. I can't play my Elon song here because I'd lose the monetization. It would go to Elton John. But I did make it just a quick little something for your entertainment. A Ceiling Fan Man world premiere video. We met as soulmates on Paris Island. We left as inmates from an asylum, and we were sharp as knives. And you know what? My wife still is married to me, so
That makes no sense.
by God's grace. So there you go. A little bit of my singing props. Did you like that? Oh, shoot. Wait, is it sharp as night? I thought it's knives. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, well, Renaissance Leo can just hold his horses. Yeah. No, okay. What happened? He must have done something to his account because I didn't touch it. So we'll have to figure that out. I can't even see him. He's where is he? He's who got the other garlic press. So there. You're the bee's knees. But how do they even know bees have knees? Has someone looked? How do you get there? So, is that real? What, you're doubting that you think that I had a someone come in and do the singing for me because it sounds that good? Is that it? I'm sure that's what you're asking. We met as soulmates on Paris Island. We left as inmates from an asylum, and we were sharp as knives. Hey, this show is to make me laugh. So if you laugh too, that's just a bonus, you know. So
That's very true.
okay, enough of that. So thank you all. It's just been starting off wonderful. Okay, what are we gonna do? I was gonna play one of these silly little videos for y'all. Let's see. What do we have here? We'll go here. Which one? Well, this one I have to, and that was the other thing. Someone mentioned to me that
I'll never forget.
when I share a video, a lot of channels will just play the video and they'll wait, and then when it's over, they'll do commentary. But that's not how I've worked forever. I like to talk in and around it, and part of that too is for copyright reasons. There's certain clips that you can play, certain you can't play at all, and then there's certain clips you can play that if you stop it and talk and do commentary, then they allow it to go through. And I never know when I'm playing one of these clips if it's going to be one that I'm going to get a copyright on. And then what happens is I have to take it out. Sometimes they're 10-second clips, and then I have to take that out, and I lose the chat, which I really like to read the chat. If I can't see it during the show, I'll read it later. So that's why. But in any case, this I thought this was pretty funny.
That man, I was at a pool party in my backyard, and I looked down at my gut, and I go, not on my watch. I'm never going to have a beer gut. And that day I switched to vodka.
I don't even know who this guy is. Oh, shoot. Our whole world is like a Saturday Night Live skit, just when it used to be funny. Saturday Night Live's not even funny anymore, but the rest of the world seems to. And I'm not usually one for ones that like make fun of someone or whatever, but this particular video, it's fine. It ends well, but it just really struck me hilarious, funny.
Maybe turn around.
So the premise is, you read it there. That's her boyfriend, and she's gonna put him in some pose like she's taking his picture, and then just walk away.
Turn around. Maybe put your leg up. And do something. Do something with your arms. Yeah.
I like it.
If you don't. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Then she walks away. But what's brilliant about it is she stays in an area where she can still see him. There he is. He's still pointing in the air like he's Superman. And there's no one taking this picture, so all these people must be just wondering, what is he doing? Yeah, I like this kind of stuff. This kind of trolling is funny. He finally realizes she's not there. He sure held that pose a while. Oh, Ben did this trick in school, Jeannie. That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, he did. He appreciated it. You know, it wasn't that mean. But man, that was funny. So, okay. So it looks like Zabian just showed up. And who else just showed up? But if you got here, that means you're tardy. So you might have to stay after class.
I don't feel tardy. I don't feel tardy.
All right. Humiliation ritual. Yeah, and we're going to talk about Christopher Nolan one. That's quite a humiliation ritual going on. So she's going to walk home. And you guys are brutal. Maybe. So, okay. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Got that. I got that. What other one did I have for you to look at? Let's see. I'm not saying that I'm guilty of this, but I felt for this guy as far as I've been here. The struggle is real. How about that? They're cleaning the house together. So there's that. Although fitted sheets are impossible to fold, I'll say that. So, okay, let's see what's next. Let's see, what do we have left? Have any more of those? Let me look. Go over here, the video file. What is this one?
Immigration from Somalia. What are your thoughts about that?
I think it's terrible.
Oh, yeah, this was pretty good. So this is a guy, he says his name. He's walking the streets and questioning people because they're all protesting or wherever they are. And whether they think that we should have the immigration laws loosened and let more Somalians in. And I thought this is pretty good.
Why?
I just think that there's a lot of bad things going on in Somalia, and we should be taking people in war-torn countries in.
We should be taking them in. We're trying to get people today to sign up to take in a Somali migrant. Would you be able to do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I could or not. I live in New York.
Well, that's okay. Where do you live?
Massachusetts.
We could send them to Massachusetts if that's all right. Could we get your name, email address, and then how many you'd be able to take in?
I couldn't do that without talking to my husband. I might be open to it.
You might be open to it?
But I would want to have more information first.
Okay. Could we just get your information just in case you...
Only because I don't know who you are.
Oh, I'm Matt Miller.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I do it through an organization.
Okay. President Trump says he's stopping immigration from Somalia. What are your thoughts about that?
We need immigration as a country.
That's right.
It's insane, the arbitrary stops that he's putting in on all these countries.
Right.
You think America should accept in third world immigrants? He shouldn't stop it?
We always have. We should.
Yes.
Let me ask you, we're trying to find people to take in a migrant from Somalia. Would you be able to give us just your email and how many you would like to take?
I wouldn't be available to do that at this time.
Oh, not at this time.
I live in Michigan. I can't do that right now.
Okay. I mean, we could send them to Michigan if that's all right. We're just trying to get... You don't want to do it?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. So there's a different time. He should ask him, what's the time? When is the time? The time is not now. The time's in the future. I got to go. I have a meeting. Geez. That's like I'll never forget when the first time this all kind of went around, because they play the same thing over and over. You know, this whole immigration thing happened once before, And I remember Cher was a big one about saying, she would take a bunch in. And so they're like, okay, you want to take some in? She's like, not at this time. So on Lonesome Somalia time. There you go. I guess they work off the clock at the Leary Center, right? Yes, because science and math and shut up. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, maybe someday. What is that? Pretenders. maybe someday. Yeah, we'll table that one. Yeah, exactly. She does say maybe tomorrow, but then she changed it to maybe someday, right? The pretenders don't even want to take one in. Okay, so let's see. Where should we go from here? Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. It's interesting times running for certain. That's for sure. Definitely. All right. So let's go up into some of these tabs here. We got tons of tabs. We got to get through these. So what do we have? Go clickety click. And here and here and here. And if you find yourself being entertained, don't forget to hit that like button.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, so there we go. Oh, excellent. I still have some, but thank you, hon. She takes care of the coffee. It keeps the show going. So we appreciate that very much so. All right. What are we doing? We were clicking these buttons here and here and here and here. So we'll start with this. I just want to get over some of the weather that's going on. And you want to talk biblical. Of course, you can always say things are biblical, but a 7.4 earthquake just happened today off of the coast of Mexico and the Pacific coast.
A strong earthquake hits Mexico. It caused buildings to shake violently, giving residents the illusion that they were about to collapse.
And just, the fear point that comes off of the AI, whoever that was talking. But look at that. Yeah, I would see that this would cause me a little bit of worry if I saw look at that. The whole wall is moving. That's nuts. So pray for the people of Mexico, of course. And then in addition to that, and if we can believe these videos, this one looks nuts. There's some massive fires going on in Canada right now.
See the sun kind of peeking through right there.
Look at it. They did this. This happened, was it last year? There was a bunch of infernos like this. And I remember the air quality here in Washington got really bad, and they blamed Canada for it, of course. And so far, I think this is hitting areas of the East Coast pretty bad.
Behind us?
Look at it. It's just like an inferno. So that's going on in Canada. And then Loop. This is where's this one at? I think it's in Canada too with copyrighted music. Look at that. Red skies at night. Ho ho. Oh 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 oh. That's crazy. So pray for the Canada that they can stop the bleeding and the smoke. And look at the smoke. An airplane. But stop eating cows because you're ruining the environment. Meanwhile, there's this. It's crazy.
It looks like...
Can't even see the land anymore.
What's it caught?
So that's going on in Canada. So you got earthquakes over in Mexico and fires over in Canada. And then, of course, don't forget the conspiracy theories on fires. And don't get me started on that. I've got
perilously close to.
I think that these four. Who's talking? What happened? That was weird.
Fires that are
entire show that you can still see on my channel. Let me grab this real quick here. with a gentleman, Jamie. Where is this? Clickety click. Let me find it. He had many channels that were taken down, and he graced me with his last interview before he passed away, unfortunately. And there's a sandstorm too. Where's that one at? Well, I can't find my fire show with Jamie, but it's in here somewhere. You guys can look for it. Maybe I'll put it up later. Repost it. I didn't know I was going to look for it. Sorry. I could feel my wife staring at me like, move on. One last look. One last look, honey. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. All right. Yeah, I got a lot of shows to look through. That's the problem. It's too many shows. Give it up, she says. Oh, I'm so close. I just know it's almost there. No. All right. So we're not going to find it. Oh, and then he found it. See that? Where is it? Fired Up with Jamie Lee is called. And let me back it up here. Okay. You guys still with me? Let's see. It's this one. So it's called Fired Up with Jamie Lee. And this is the gentleman. He had a channel called The Plain Truth, and it was taken down many times. But he does a lot of discussion about, at that time, I think we were discussing mostly like the Maui fire. And he's the one that came up with this whole thing on the Mountain Dew cans. Whatever showed up on Mountain Dew, then it ended up happening in real life. Like this one came out during a blackout, pitch black, and there's a lot of things. Like if they chose a place like Maui, something, then it would go on fire. It was interesting. So it's a good video if you ever get a chance to watch it. It was a real nice, fun interview with the gentleman. So, and he's missed. Okay, let's go back here. Where were we? We're over here. So going on with that, here's a conspiracy
happening in Northern Ontario right now are organic, just an act of God, then you are exactly where they want you to be. And I'm going to show you what's really going on right now. Now, first of all, as a Canadian that's been living in Ontario most of my life, this is not normal. What we've been seeing the past few years, far from normal. The first part of this agenda is they're trying to convince you that climate change is a real thing. There's a lot of other agendas that go into this, so pay attention. First, I'm going to break down how they are doing this, how they are causing these fires. And
well, look, there's a train here too that's surrounded by flames, and a lot of people are saying that it's the stuff that they spray in the skies that they can use that to ignite. They talk about what do they call it? Dew weapons. That's what Jamie Lee talks a lot about, these dew weapons, and how the trees. Yeah, like these things.
Green or something like that. Real lasers, one of the key advantages that they provide is that they are.
And, they end up with the houses are all burned out, but the trees are fine, or the swimming pool. And so, yeah, it's really interesting what's going on. Will we ever know exactly what happened? I can't tell you that. They admit that they have these weapons. They admit that they have this dew weapon, and it's at the end of this one plane that they fly around. And I've also shown videos in the past where you can see like helicopters just spraying fire to do controlled burns. So there's several different ways that you can create this. And why would you want to? Well, you burn out people, and then you take over their land, and you put in a smart city, or you just steal it completely. Like Paradise, California, people still haven't moved back in. There's areas of Hawaii that they're not allowed back on. So it's a land grab at minimum, and it's the beginning of a smart city at the end game of it. So yeah, I totally believe that this is not an organic thing that's happening. What can you do about it? Absolutely nothing. You can pray on it, but that's it. You're not going to be able to stop it. Meanwhile, in my old stomping grounds of California, they had 100-year-old pipe burst in like the biggest area. I mean, there's movies and songs and stuff written about this area. It's at Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, and the flooding goes all the way to Santa Monica Boulevard. And it's crazy. It's completely a man-made flood because there was no the pipe broke, and it's washing away cars. It's ruining homes and businesses. And in addition to that, there's this gigantic. Look at this. There's a gigantic sinkhole that opened up in right in the corner there, Sunset in Hollywood, I believe. Look at that. So there's that.
I don't think
And we they have copyright
I've
agents.
covered a water main break that has affected this many areas. Stay right on that if you would for a moment, Marcel. Now that.
And I can't play the audio very long, but I'm just curious, especially this area of Sunset Hills Boulevard. Why do they have a guy? I mean, I guess their helicopter guy, and he has a list for S's. Suffering succotash.
I've covered a water main break that has affected this many areas. Stay right on that if you would for a moment, Marcel.
I think he just got back from the dentist, maybe.
So, now that's Sunset, right where Palm comes together with Holloway, and that's where the broken water main is. Sunset is going to have to be repaired.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at it, but come on, that's just ridiculous. So in any case, so that's where this water main is, and it's just causing havoc out there. It's nuts. So.
The only way to navigate around West Hollywood and Hollywood. But the amount of flow is incredible, and the area that is affected really is massive. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Hopefully they can get this shut down sometime soon. But
I can't. I got to go. Yeah, look at this sinkhole. Sunset and Holloway. And
from the water main break earlier this morning, it looks like they're starting to hook up some pumps there and siphon some of that water out so they could get down in there and start working on the main line.
Look at that size of that pipe. So, yeah. Look at that sinkhole. Like, this whole area is indefinitely shut down until they can figure out what's going on there. So, that was pretty crazy what's going on in the LA area. Yeah, here's another thing of and then this is Karen Bass. I guess she's in charge of LA.
Drone video we shot above Sunset Boulevard. It shows that massive sink main, but not until around further damage.
Once everything is shut down, we're gonna, when it's safe, we'll go in, we'll pump the water out of the.
By record own mouth, she admitted.
Where is it?
And one of the things that I think is so profoundly unfortunate is that we have not invested in our infrastructure for decades.
Wait a minute. So you take our taxes and you use them for what? Because you're not putting them in the infrastructure for decades, and then we end up having a gigantic explosion under Hollywood, which, a lot of people say Hollywood needs to disappear anyways, but I don't know if this is the way they envisioned it. So that's what's going on in LA and Hollywood. What? The thing I was showing? Oh, I just clicked it off. Wait, you think that was an old video she's talking about? Well, but still, she admitted they haven't done anything. So she's probably talking about some other disaster they caused. But yeah, it's interesting. Meanwhile, the reason they're not getting more money is this guy loves to destroy California. And what did he do? There's a company, because of all his taxations and stuff, just like out here in Washington, we lost Starbucks because our idiot mayor in Seattle thought it, tell them, good luck, get out, basically. And so here's this company, it's a shipyard that was going to sink $3.2 billion with a B into California, and they're going to Texas, along with the 10,000 permanent jobs they were going to put in. So there's that glorious leaders leading you all astray. All right, let me stop this for a second. See how you're all doing. I gotta look over here. What's going on? Let's see. What is this? Maybe the sinkhole has something to do with all the earthquakes? Maybe. And if you love kittens, I have a Sarah video that I was gonna show tonight, but I have a cat that sometimes shows up. So we'll keep an eye out for Sarah Jeannie in case we get a showing tonight. So all right. So what are we at here? Let's see. She's out hunting rabbits. Yeah, right. She stares at them. She doesn't hunt them. There's like a rabbit sanctuary in our yard, right, Jeannie? All right, so we covered that one. Okay, I think we got all those. Doesn't about her at all. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? We've done the helicopter. Oh, I do have a new what is that, girl? So we can play that. Sure, why not? He said to himself.
What is this?
What is that? It's a vent.
Why are they blowing dirty air in the sky?
Well, it's not dirty air, it's just hot air.
What is that? That's dirty. It's coming from the ground.
No, it's from the heat from the buildings and the people in the subway.
Ew, I'm just like inhaling dirty air from people from the subway.
No, it's not dirty air, it's just heat.
Satellite tracking continues.
There you go. And I can't use the what is there. What is you got the what is that girl? And the other guy was what is this? But I don't have the skills to remove her and put her in a green screen. Otherwise, I continue to use her too. But I still think that I'm the only one that's keeping the what is that girl alive. So if nothing else, I have that going for me. What do we have? Do I have anything for that?
There. That's very true.
So, all right. Some things you won't find on any other channel. This is the only one that has, that I know of, a vomiting tiger. You can't get entertainment like that anywhere else, I guarantee.
Now, who can argue with that? Robert!
Okay. What do we have next? Let's go back up here. Well, you might as well get your Trump news tonight. So here's your Trump news. So he had this thing yesterday, I believe it was, where he's going over, just like the other side did, how the election's stolen. And so now they have evidence. They already had the evidence. I did a video on it 7 years ago. I don't know how long that video is, soap. And so now they going over it again. It's just like the Epstein files are going to keep talking, and nothing happens. So now they got all the proof that there was China, I guess, was involved in this rigging and stuff. But then what did he do? He got upset because, and whatever I don't know why they are allowed to do these things. It seemed that they have to run the president's speeches, but maybe he does too many. I don't know. But CBS, ABC, and NBC decided not to run it. So now he's looking at to potentially have the SEC revoke their licenses. Yeah, good luck with that. The program is too deep. They're not going to want to take that away from us. They need that out there. So, but that's what's going on in the world stage. That's what's happening in this new season of America with no A. That's what's been happening. That's what everyone's discussing and fighting over. And then, of course, this came out. And I think this was an older video too, but I just like what he's funny and or arrogant and funny, or both, or just arrogant, however you see him.
A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama.
So, anyways, she goes on, and then, but his comeback here, where is it? Let's see.
ABC, because I think they're a.
Where is it?
That's the question. So, in such.
Black supporters to vote for you. Why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity.
Anyways, I thought it was interesting. And this guy's everywhere now too. So that's his whole thing. Like he just tears down the reporter and calls him stupid and things like that. He is quite the troll. Meanwhile, things like this are going on. So if you don't know who these people are, so you've got this guy. This is Jesse Waters, I think, from Fox, and he's hanging out with Treasurer Secretary Scott Bessent, I think. And so
what are we looking at?
So they're walking around, but here's the question. So Fort Knox gold is confirmed because he says in this interview, which is Fox, I'm not going to play it, that all the U.S. gold is present and accounted for. But I thought it was interesting because, first of all, yeah, there's no pictures. The timeline. Elon Musk, remember when he wanted to audit Fort Knox and he was going in, and I did stories about it because we had that dude, Geraldo Rivera, that went to find Al Capone's secret stash, and there was nothing in there. So Musk was going to go in with Doge, the imaginary dog, and find out if we had gold in Fort Knox. And so he says he wants to audit it. Trump loves the idea. Bessent goes to Trump and tells him not to do it. When Elon Musk asks why, suddenly Bessent knocks him out of the White House. The news dies out. And now he's claiming that all the gold is accounted for. He must account.
What are we looking at?
So, because science and math and shut up. They're asking too many questions, I guess. So we'll never know if there's gold in there still or not, because I think it would be devastating to find out there really isn't. Just like we'll never know what's at the center of the Tootsie Pop because we can only dig out 8 miles and they tell us it's got a molten core. But I digress. And they're killing the bees. Okay. Meanwhile, our troll, he just can't stop putting his face and name on everything, just like Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. I know people, I'm going to buy one of these things. I don't know. It's a moment in history. This guy's something else. Love him, hate him, or somewhere in between. He's coming out with a bill that's $250 with his face on it, And if he does that, they haven't acknowledged that one yet. But if he does do it, it's the first time they've had like a living president on a dollar bill. So, but yeah, so now you'll be able to get the $1 Trump coin coming out. I think they've already started striking these. So something else, man. Yeah, he does, AB, and he thinks he's a god. He's gone past king. They're worried about him being a king. He's beyond that. He puts his name on everything, on all the buildings and stuff. He's an amazing troll, and he's doing exactly what they want him to do. Don't think anything different. Everything's going according to plan. So it doesn't matter which side you're on. Meanwhile, they make the other side look so ridiculous. And I'm not here to bash any kind of sexual orientation or anything, but they got the Lindsey Graham died. I think he's dead. The other guy's still alive, Mitch McConnell. I don't even know how. And so they have one of these debates for his seat, for Lindsey Graham's seat, and they got this gal, Ashley Webb. It's a guy that's trans into a dress, and so they ask they why choose her.
What qualifications do you have to serve in the U.S. Senate?
Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but I did run. And then I'm a songwriter, and then I write my own books. And then I suppose my transparency I wouldn't lie to the people and I wouldn't deceive the people like we're being deceived right now. Like,
So the main qualifications is this person wouldn't lie to the people or deceive to them. And then, of course, the internet does what the internet does. But you wanted me to play the "What is that, girl?" Now, calm down. I didn't say it. Trey said it. But so then, of course, the internet did the internet thing and pulled up this person's Reddit posts where they say that where is it? That this person ovulates, has a monthly period, but because they have external male parts instead of the quote proper hole, the period comes out of the back end. So there's that. I don't know what's going on here, but this person apparently has male parts but has a period too, and doctors are confused. Rightfully so. So, all right. Let's get that out of there. Fine. You asked for it. What do we have?
Michelle Obama is a man.
What is that? What is that?
Satellite tracking continues.
And let's remember, this is all for entertainment purposes only. A wiener schnitzel. I saw that one at the same time. Oh, shoot. So what did Val say? I missed Val's. Oh, the ew? Yeah, if blood is exiting that back end, I think you should see a doctor, because that's not no bueno, as my friend Steve would say. So yeah, I was ready to retire that one, but I don't know. People seem to just really like it too much. So yeah. One hung low. I know that joke. Let's see. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, her face is something. Isn't that funny? You probably have cold. Yeah, nothing to laugh at, but yeah, Jenny, you're right. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Let's see. Go back up here. Whoops. I clicked the wrong button. Let's see. We'll go here. Whoops. Where are you at? Here. And then there. Clickety click. There we go. Now this goes under the file. I hope this is fake, but apparently this is allegedly real. But this doctor, surgeon, rightfully so, had her medical license suspended because she did surgery and TikTok videos at the same time. I can't play the copyrighted music. During surgery. I was telling me, this can't be real. There's no way this is real. Unbelievable. It should be more than lose their license. Oh, yeah. It goes on, Jeannie. So beyond losing their license, they should, I don't know. I don't know what to do with these people, but it's terrible. Just absolutely terrible. That's the thing. They don't think. They just, they about content. They just want, they I guess they feel that they're going to be a movie star or music star. I mean, come on. It goes on way too long. So, and I do believe that she's being sued by multiple patients, but I was sad to find out that that's a real story. Okay. Let's get off of that. Here's something I was doing research and this found me. Did you know the Michelin Man has a name?
Do you know the Michelin Tire Man actually has a name, and it's Latin for to drink, bibendum, or bib for short. See, when the character was first created for the Lyon exhibition in 1894, and was
It's always the exhibitions, and it's always in the 1800s. Our whole history starts there. But talk about nightmare fuel. This is what the original Michelin Man looked like. And he's drinking a glass full of broken glass and nails and stuff because it's a tire.
was super creepy, he didn't have a name. But in one of his first ads, he appears under the words Nunc est bibendum, or now it is time to drink. In it, he's surrounded by a bunch of other tire men who...
More nightmare fuel. Look at that. What is that thing? And you're getting very close to saying Satan here, of course. It's they're demons, bro, right? Everywhere.
By a bunch of other tire men who are all deflated, and only he remains unpunctured. He's lifting a glass filled with nails and broken glass, and below in French, it says, "To your health. The Michelin tire drinks down the obstacles."
So there's that nightmare for you all. New nightmare fuel. But yeah, isn't that wild? Yeah, in 1850, everything gets inverted or invented. And invented. Yeah, nothing. It's really hard to trace history past the 1800s, maybe the 17s, but that's about it. Then it just kind of goes silent. So that's the Michelin Man in his inception. So there you go. There's that. And then this was sent to me by a listener. Forgot which one it is. No, was it Terry? And this is, of course, the World Cup that's going on, which I'm actually enjoying. I know it's bread and circus and it's all scripted, whatever. It's still fun to watch. And they made a comment. If you notice, they use the basically a flat Earth on the field. And then if you really want to go, you could say it's the all-seeing eye, most likely in this shape here. And I'm sure there's stuff about, the red and green and the teams and all that. There's 1,000 things, but I did find it interesting. It does look like the flat Earth symbol. So there's that. So thank you for that. And then, of course, all the people that are coming over from the other countries are loving our food. But this one blew me away because I've always said, look, do your best to eat as healthy as you can, meaning have the least amount of chemicals, because they put chemicals in all our food. That's why all the Europeans are coming over here loving our food, because a lot of it's banned over in their country. And this burrito, I've never seen anything like it. Look at the ingredient list on this burrito from Buc-ee's, which is a really popular gas station out in the United States. Not here, but other areas. Look at the ingredient list on this chicken burrito. I mean,
took 11 seconds.
What do you call it? On the shots, the list of side effects and stuff is shorter than this. Isn't that nuts? Buc-ee's, what is it? What did you say? The cultism? Yeah, I guess it's real popular. Look at all these ingredients. And you can't even pronounce a lot of them too, but how do you get reduced iron in there? You know what I mean? And thymine and riboflavin and folic and on and on and on. So then, of course, they just throw in natural flavors, which could be anything. I've covered that before. They're very vague on when it comes to things where they say natural flavors. I was just saying, if you're, first of all, you probably shouldn't be buying your dinner at a gas station. And second of all, probably look for something that has less ingredients. However, this is probably still better than Taco Bell right now, right? Where's my guy? It's a mess over there, literally, at Taco Bell. There, I guess there's some farm's lettuce that got messed up, and everyone's having. I didn't want to talk about it. My people usually eating food during my show, but explosive diarrhea is the words I was looking for. So yeah, so you got that going on. So, all right, next. Yeah, see, these are some of the Europeans. They can't get over the portion sizes that we have. I mean, if you've ever been blessed to be able to go over to Europe and see the food you get there, like this would serve a family of 6 over in Europe. In Europe, you'd probably get like this one section right here. And they wonder why we're so big over here. Well, there's chemicals in our food and the portions are insane.
This could feed a whole family.
Just
It's like 5 scoops, I think.
And this is a small portion. Look at this. In Europe, it would be extra large.
Ich will essen alles. Oh mein Gott, Tomaten. Oh my God.
Some people come to America to watch the World Cup. Others come for unlimited Coke.
Thanks so much. You're welcome.
I can refill this 1,000 times.
Yeah, but you won't drink 1,000 cups of Coca-Cola.
You don't know me. This is one time thing?
Yeah, welcome to America. You know, I used to be little like you. Now look at me.
This is large fries in America. This is large fries in England.
I asked a medium size. That's medium. Ma che medium? Madonna, my entire family can drink from here for 1 month.
And that's the other thing. They don't have a lot of air conditioning over in Europe. It's so that's another thing that's going away is the air conditioning.
For Europeans, this bus has only ever existed in movies.
Oh my God, the yellow school bus is real. The yellow elementary bus is real.
I think they made a mistake.
Why?
I have chicken in my waffle.
It's free. Free water.
What do you mean it's free?
It costs nothing.
Seriously?
Yes.
So you like shopping in America a lot better, honey?
wait. Guys, why is it so deep? Like 1 gallon, 3.8 liters of pickles.
$5 on my drink. I know that's going to be the size of my head. Do you know what I mean?
That is 1 large fries.
That's insane.
That's just outrageous. Like, I don't think we can eat that between us. No.
This is a serving size?
Yeah.
How am I going to get on this?
So in any case, I'm not going to play the whole video. It goes on for quite a while, but I did want to show you the thing that's really wild is the school bus is crack me up. Oh, this one's a good one. This is the first here. Let's see.
Italians hearing a tornado warning for the first time.
What's going on?
Tornado warning for 6 County in northeastern Massachusetts.
Let's see. I think here, yeah, here we go. This one.
Wait, the yellow buses are actually real?
Yes, all over.
What? I thought that was like only in cartoons.
And there's our what is that girl? What is this girl? So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I can't get enough of these videos. And I gotta say, whatever you think of Trump, if he is the catalyst that got us the World Cup, I'm thrilled because it's teaching the rest of the world, just like we're finding out that they've been lied to about what goes on here. And of course, Canada's getting a pretty bad rap because people over there seem to be treating them rude. But over here, America, we're treating them well and we're feeding them well, apparently. So good on America. What do we have for that? Do we have anything? I don't know. I have nothing. I do have, where's that one video that, did I not grab that one? Where'd it go? It was a new, let's see. It's not there. It's not there. Is it this one? No. All right. Hang on. I'll find it. Let's see. We'll go here. Go here. Maybe I left it over here. Here it is.
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
Let's check the ceiling fan.
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
Let's check the ceiling fan.
That's what she was afraid of. They'd fall on top of you. So, and there we go. Scene. Okay. What's next? Let's go back down here. Where were we? Let's see. Okay, so we're doing that video. So then now there's a new controversy over in the EU or over somewhere over there, and that they're upset with their athletes, with the women athletes, because they say that they're being sexualized, and so they're banning certain camera angles. And I find it interesting because, let's see, where is it? I think it's this one. So if you're to look at men's volleyball, they're in, shirts and shorts. Women are in underwear. You go to men's pole vaulting, it's, shirt and a short, and women are basically in like a bathing suit or underwear. And the same thing with the running, same thing with that for women. So it's not a matter of necessarily that the camera angles are weird. It's the women are in these sexually suggestive outfits to begin with. And so then what happens is you get these weird camera angles that they get in trouble for. Clickety click. And so now they're trying to ban the camera angles. So you can show this, but not that. You can show this, but not that. Did you ever see that? What was that? Do you remember that alien show, Jeannie, that we watched with that Alan dude? He played the alien that was pretending to be human. I can't think of the name of that. It was a comedy show. It was actually really funny. And they did this at the beginning of every show. They showed you with the green check mark what was correct, and with the Alien Nation. Thank you. After the party with Captain, of course, after the party with Captain Alien would know the name of the show. Jeannie, that's funny. But yes, Alien Nation, and anyways, they had the same thing on good and bad, and so he had those pictures like this. They're showing you all the things that they no longer are going to be they're no longer going to allow you to shoot. I mean, look at this. So they're going to go and celebrate. So how do you get the picture if you can't? It's crazy. So that's what they're planning on doing. And positive angles show their emotion, negative angles. So that's actually the moment they go over the high bar or whatever. Don't you think that you'd want to see that part? I don't know. So I just think this is once more just a complete overreach by government trying to micromanage us. And so somebody did it. Somebody then decided, okay, this is what it's going to look like from here on out. And they produced this. There, it's going to look like this. So why not? Why not? Oops, why did it stop? Picture real quick. That's them getting ready, celebrating. Let's not change their outfits. Let's just block everything so you can't possibly view anything anymore. That's the best response. So and somebody suggested let's just go straight to burqas. So there's always that option. So we got a lot of options on the table. All right. So we'll keep you posted on how sports are going over there across the pond. Meanwhile, over here in America, if anybody's still watching Netflix, I checked this out because you can find it on the internet plenty of places. So if you were to look at the movie Gone with the Wind at Netflix, it comes with this description. The 1939 American Civil War epic known for its racism, right? That's what it's known for. To learn more about Blackism in America, search Black Lives Matter. That literally is what it says on the Netflix thing. So there you go. So you got that going. And then that movie's so racist, they ended up with the first Oscar ever awarded to a black person. So imagine that. Imagine that. All right. What's next here? Oh, this one goes to my, here, I got to get out of this for a second. Clickety click. Here's the thing. One of the things that I talk about is to have no idols. And that's something that's biblical. And we've replaced idols with these new people, the TV stars, the movie stars. They become the new idols. And so I do my best now with my new eyes to not idolize any of them. But every once in a while, there's one that really hits close to home. And I actually got at some seminar, I was at the same place he was, and I got to meet William Shatner. I call him Bill. And no, but I met William Shatner, and he was one of my heroes, idols, whatever you want to call it, growing up. My dad and I would watch the old Star Trek, the TOS, as we say, on televised vision. And then, of course, you get the new shows and you get the movies that came out. And Star Trek, what do you call it? Wrath of Khan, still one of the best movies out there. Well, hands down, Ricardo Montalban is like one of the best villains ever on screen. Any case, so when I see these things, like I played one last week at Dolly Parton, showing up the satanic hand sign for Moloch and asking for a baby. That one was tough for, I'm sure, some people that love Dolly Parton, but we don't know these people at all. And so this one hit hard for me when I saw this picture, because William Shatner, he's 95. He's going to be in a metal band called something, I guess that's probably an F that's missing there. But this was the picture they showed. And I'm like, I know it's all of them. He's got the mocking tongue. He's got the devil's horns. I mean, it looks satanic right behind him with the red glow and stuff. And so, yeah. Sometimes they hit home pretty hard, but this one got me. So there you go. And the thing is for those of you playing along with the Mandela effect, he had a joke, because actually he visited the city where my dad lived, and I went to see him with my dad, and he did this joke where he has a person in the audience. He has people ask questions, but he has one that's planted to ask him every time. And they asked him boxers or briefs, and his answer was depends, with an S, which makes it funny. The problem is the timeline that we live in now, as they say, depends has never had an S. And if this is a new one to you, spoiler alert, it's always been and never has been depends. It's always been depend with no S, which it just sounds wrong to me. It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Clickety click. See? Depend. Never been an S. You're misremembering the S. So there you go. Depend. So his joke no longer makes any sense. And I wonder if he still tells it now that he's been Mandela. He might still tell it and not even realize it. So, yeah. So what that is
that was someone's getting fired, is what that was.
So there. It's always been and always shall be and always has been depend, no S. And if you remember it with the S, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Beat me up, Scotty. He's actually, did he never say that too? I think, right? Yeah, it's always been depends. So, let's see, where are we at? Yes. Oh my goodness, Jeannie, right? Boston Legal with James Spader. He is really good at his craft, I gotta say. He went from Star Trek, which I loved him in, and then he did movies and cameos and stuff here and there, mostly Star Trek stuff. But then he came back and he did this law firm, Boston Legal, and we only came across it just last year. Binge watch that. Oh my God, that's some funny stuff. He really is funny. So All right. In any case, Hunger Games, here we come. I don't blame you, Susie. You know, in the day he was handsome. He had all the alien women had sex with him. So, yeah. No, they never do retire. And yes, I know, AA Ron, it's all of them. It's just really hard sometimes when you see one that really, affects you. So, oh yeah, your mother would watch it just for him. I don't blame you. He was. Am I a Shat nerd? Is that it? So, okay. Where are we at here? Let's go back down here. Okay. Yeah, we do deserve better psyops. You're right. Never let the Mandela effect spoil a shitty joke. Okay. You know what? That's worth it. You get one of these, Nate. Oh, don't even get me started on the Beatles. That's a whole mess. We go over. I've done it before, but who's that one channel? He does all kinds about it. We have his book. Who's that Beatle guy, Jeannie? You remember the guy that tells you all the Beatles are fake and stuff? So, that's all right. We're off topic, anyways. I never watched this. I mean, I knew of it, but I never got into that one. So TJ Hooker. Yeah, it's a craft. It's a craft. You watch it on your programming, on your Teleyes Vision, and they do a craft, and they're good at it. So, okay. So a couple things. It looks like some people, if not everyone, where is it? Oh, I thought I could hit that fast as I was saying it. Some people, maybe everyone, are asking for where to go. Scary space news. So we'll come back to some of these tabs and let's get that one done out of the way. So we'll go here, and we'll see what's supposed to scare us in space this week.
This week in Scary Space News.
Okay. And don't forget, if you're enjoying the show, hit that like button, share and subscribe later if you really enjoyed the show. Okay. So let's see. Where are we at? Scary space news. Which button is it? There it is. Excuse me? Oliver Billy? Oh, someone just showed up? Oh. Alva Billy. Alva Billy. Yeah. And Dr. Evils have been around for a long time. Yep. So, welcome. Even though you're late. Where's my button? Yeah. It's one of these.
I don't feel dirty. I don't feel dirty.
And you know what's interesting about your discussion here? I want to talk. I'm going to make a mental note to mention something that I talked about with JT last week, and it really kind of clicked a few things in my head there. So hopefully we'll get into that. Okay. What's next? Oh, we were doing scary space news. We didn't even get to it. Okay. Clickety click. Here we go. So there was a rare explosion on Jupiter, which was captured by a camera. There we go. I guess we get rid of the music. And kaboom. That was it. So there you go. Explosion on Jupiter. Prove them wrong. You can't. Next. Experts no longer think life began on Earth. Here's what convinced them. So I just find it fascinating that, people that don't want to buy into this news the way that they present it to us anymore, and we question it. They tell us, of course, because science and math and shut up. But these stories, if I was to completely change everything that I've told you for the last 10 years and completely shift to something else, I would think you'd be like, well, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. So here they are. And of course, it says scientists, so you don't even know how many are. But now they're saying that life didn't start here on Earth. So I guess everything crashes into Earth from space. The moon crashed into us and created two completely round objects, and gold crashed into us, and diamonds crashed into us, and now somehow we started in space and crashed into Earth. Everything just crashes into Earth. So there you go. I'm not even going to bore you with the article because it's all just gobbledygook, and they just keep rewriting history because nobody's listening. This was sent to me by one of my Australian friends. Where's the thing? I won't play the whole thing, but whenever I talk about Australia, I have to thank them because they watch the whole show upside down.
Crikey! It's news for Australians, mate. Good on.
There you go. So news from Australia on this was NASA wants to light the first fire on the moon. Now, again, they can't even keep their lights straight. I was taught you can't light a fire with no atmosphere. But nay, there is atmosphere on the moon. It's just very thin, I guess, and blah, blah, blah. In any case, so they're going to light and ignite a controlled fire on the moon as part of an experiment to better understand how flames behave on future missions. Meanwhile, we haven't even landed on the moon yet. We just keep flying around it or near it. So we'll see when they decide to do this. Hopefully they don't set the world on fire. They don't set the moon on fire. All right. So there's that. The first atmosphere found on Earth-like planet in the habitable zone of a distant star. So now they're finding planets that we can potentially live on if we can get out there far enough. But we got to invent warp drive first, which doesn't exist. So in any case, or hyperdrive, that doesn't exist either. We go through a wormhole when there's James Spader again, of course, right? And wasn't he in that with Kurt Russell? What was that thing? And it had Egyptians and all kinds of craziness too. Stargate. So there you go. So if we find a Stargate, maybe we can go here to this planet. But until then, it's all just imagination, like South Park, Imagination Land. So now you got this. Here's another one. A large amount of the universe is missing, and scientists think they may have now found it. I didn't even know we'd lost it. Who was in charge of keeping track of the universe? But they fell asleep. We missed some of it, but we might find it. And if you're an astronomy fan, chances are you're already clued in on dark matter, which they use to explain everything they can't explain. Dark matter can't be seen, but scientists can infer its existence. So, because it's a gravity glue. I mean, it's just, if I said all these things, you'd be laughing. And I mean, you are hopefully now, but they say this with a straight face, like it's real. And we're the ones that people are supposed to mock because I don't buy into any of that, right? Because science and math and shut up. So there's that. Okay, let's see. So we got that one. Let's go over here. Let's see. What do we have? What do we get? I already covered that one. We got that one. Okay, so we'll go here. Let's go back into this. What do we have? Whoops, that was the wrong button. Yikes. Okay, clickety click here. Oh, I see.
Clickety click.
Here it is. Let's see. There we go. All right, so that's enough of that. So let's get into Hollyweird because it's getting really weird. And did you like my thumbnail? The agenda pushing. I had that, and it's something that I'm not an AI person. I do not like using AI, and I have to say that this image that I used came from an AI video, but This reminds me of we watch a guy named Levi Nix, and he posted this is the first one I saw was this one. Where'd it go? Let's see. Is this one. I'm assembling a team. That's of course Last of Us. This is Supergirl, Spider-Woman, Spider-Man's girlfriend, and how could you ever forget the most fairest of them all, Snow White? And that's an actual still from the movie. All these are actual stills from the movie, or from interviews or from their show. And so he was assembling a team, but now we've got this person wrote, everything just sucks now. In mythology, here's your Helena Troy, and this is her in the movie. And in the Last of Us versus the live action, I don't even know how they got that picture. And then, of course, in the comics versus the Supergirl, it's really getting downgraded. It really is. And look, I'm not to body shame or any of this, but if you're in Hollywood, it used to be, they were gorgeous models, whatever. If you go back to their movies and shows and stuff, now you've got this gal's in everything. She's in the Spider-Man movies. She's in the new Odyssey. She's all kinds of movies. And this gal is a homeless activist. So she's an A-list Hollywood actress. And there's only like 10 of them that seem to get all the roles. I don't quite understand why so many people think that they can be famous, because you really have to be in the know or sold your soul or be part of the group. But yeah, so that's going on in Hollywood. And the Odyssey, they've actively been going around and taking down accounts that are posting these. This is an actual clip from the movie. And they said at a normal theater, it seems even more terrifying. But that's Helena Troy, the face that sailed 1,000 ships in this movie. And the crazy thing about this movie, this is the closest I could find to the actual video of that scene. And I like what this person wrote. They're like, my knowledge of Greek mythology is a little rusty. Which monster is this supposed to be? So, I'm all about they could do whatever agenda they want, but this is supposed to be one of the most beautiful women in the world, and I'm just not buying it. And I know, hopefully, you're not buying it. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's like it looks like a horror movie, And then, like I said, they're taking down accounts. Now, this happened, was it last year or so? This didn't even seem real, and I don't recommend you look for it. But this was some kind of body camera footage. This lady went crazy with a knife. And they're comparing it to her, right? But then what's happening is X is going in and taking them down. So there's that. They're really nervous about what's going on with this movie. And to prove it, I've got this. I mean, when they have to do a rap video to promote it, they're in trouble already.
Odysseus,
Telemachus, Penelope,
Antinous,
Odysseus, Athena, Telemachus, Calypso, Penelope,
Menelaus,
and Helen of Troy.
Odyssey,
After the Iliad,
Hidden the horse,
won the war. Yeah, I'm serious.
Odyssey, Itching for Ithaca.
Any case, because I'm trying to show that they're really trying to get people to watch this movie, because they're already having issues with people not wanting to go to it. And I was talking to my wife earlier tonight, and I saw this little clip. Oh, I can play some of this, hopefully. The problem I have with it is Hollywood's got this new thing now. Besides throwing in Elliot Page for no other reason other than just, whatever. Besides throwing her in there, him, right? Him. I don't say it right. They throw all these stars in these movies. And for me, it takes me out of the movie. I was talking to Jeannie about the, not the Brad Pitt one, the Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which is loosely based on the Odyssey, and they got George Clooney in it, some other stars, but they have accents for their characters for where they're from. In this movie, this Greek mythology movie, everyone's just talking their normal voices. Like here's Ben Affleck talking to Elliot.
Why did you have to volunteer?
Don't you remember how I came here? I begged
to take into Newis's place.
Perhaps you've heard of Helen.
And this guy, who is he, a Punisher and Walking Dead, and he's just talking like himself again.
Face. I launched 1,000 ships. And maybe now just 500.
And then who's this guy? Gas station employee.
To hurt you. My name's Eurylochus. What's your name?
Then they say Jackie Chan. What's he doing there in the Greek mythology? Like, it's like a Bennington ad, if you even know what that is. They just crammed everybody in it. And then it starts off with Travis Scott, the rapper that all the people died at his concert.
And Bernie screaming to the ground.
Where he just is portraying himself as Travis Scott. I don't know. I don't understand it. And I definitely am not going to spend 3 hours of my life watching it. And instead, I'll give you the breakdown from this guy.
The Odyssey is finally in theaters, with a bald black woman playing the role of Helen of Troy and a 4'11" woman playing the role of a Greek soldier. I'm talking, of course, about Elliot Page, formerly Ellen Page, very attractive young lady in her time. And I think I figured out how I can prove the casting choice was nothing more than the ultimate virtue signal to try and win an Oscar by the director. I originally thought that Ellen was cast to play the role of mythological Greek warrior Achilles,
which everyone thought, and I think they actually reshot it and rewrote it or whatever to get rid of that, because there was such a backlash for that. So what did they do? They wrote a character that doesn't even exist in the stories and made this person that character. And the thing is, they show these videos of him
shoehorned into the movie to play a male character from a completely different story. Here he is boxing. Look at him. I use those things in the pool, and he's boxing them. Ellen, who had to post a video of herself boxing with six-pack abs before the film's release to prove that she's ready to play a real Greek warrior.
But again, I'm all for, you want to do your agendas and stuff. I guess that's what the movies and TV are made for. But this one is so ridiculous. And where's the rest of it?
It's about gay wild animals.
Yeah. So in addition to that, this person has also come out with a movie about how all animals are gay.
For centuries, we have been told that when it comes to gender and sexuality,
and it doesn't even have the greatest voice, honestly, for a voiceover. Give me Morgan Freeman about penguins or something.
All these millions of species follow a certain set of rules. But what if this narrative fails to capture the full spectrum of life's diversity?
So the thing goes on to explain that all animals are potentially gay.
Actor and producer featuring transgender doctors and experts who have all concluded that animals are trans and two-spirit and gay.
It is so exceptional in sharing this information that we did not learn in school about gender and sexuality in the natural world.
Elliot, great mustache. The reason you didn't learn about that in school is because animals are not gender fluid. Have faith. Gregory's next.
So there's that. It's so obvious to me at this stage. I mean, I talk all the time that we're in the little season.
Pizza.
And the fact that the Baphomet is male and female, and there's an inversion that Satan likes to do about God's amazing world that he's created. And so that's how we exist, and we see these things. And it's not for me. It's not for my generation or the one before me. It's not for my kids even. It's for like my grandkids' generation, because they're going to grow up in a world where they're going to think that everyone's gender fluid. Animals are all gender fluid. Back in our day when I was growing up, if like my wife was extremely athletic and they called her a tomboy, now they would have like talked to her about like doing a transition. And so it's happening. Not for us, it's happening for these future generations coming up. And so I'm like one of the last bells ringing to let people know, no, that's not the way it's been. And it's not really the actual truth. And so the way, the truth, and life is through Jesus. We know that.
True. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And so that just know that they're coming for your children, and they're trying to indoctrinate them into this world, this weird world that it's no bueno. And what do we have left? Okay, we have that house, but what's this thing here? Oh, and one of the other things they try to continue the lie of is evolution. Because if they can tie evolution, dinosaurs and all that, to space, and they show you that spinning ball when you first go to school, if they can tie you to that, then it disproves God, and you go with science and math and shut up. And it is a religion. Make no mistake about it. It's a religion, because you can't prove any of the things. They're going to tell you what happened 1 billion years ago, and they have no idea. They're going to tell you what a dinosaur looked like, what a dinosaur ate, how it reproduced, what color it was, the sound it made. None of that. They don't know any of that. They're just making it all up. Just like they make all their drawings, their cartoons. They don't have any real photos of Earth. They're all spliced and what do you call it? Photoshopped and all that. And they tell you straight up, that's part of the thing they have to tell you. And so the whole idea of evolution is to keep you believing that you're living on a spinning ball that's millions of years old, instead of something that's just several thousand years old, and God exists and you're real. He's real, and he knows who you are. So they're going to give you a story like this just came out. This was, I guess this was last year. Maybe I covered it, but it just came around again. They keep reshuffling the same stories. So a tiny humanoid, ape-like humanoid might still be living in plain sight, scientist says. Now, don't forget, when you go with like toothpaste, 4 out of 5 dentists will choose something. So one of them doesn't. So there's one guy that he still believes, one scientist, we don't even know who he is, that still believes that there's like ape-like humanoids. And they throw this story out there, and most people have no time at all to do anything because they work all the time. And then they get a few hours here. They're like either play a video game or watch a movie or relax with their family, maybe do something on the weekend, and then that's it. So they read the news headlines like I used to and go, oh, okay, well, that proves that there's still ape creatures and evolution's real. And they move on to the next subject because they don't have time to research this and realize that, it's some crazy scientist that was, I don't know, doesn't even, he's a retired professor, Gregory Forth. They threw some money at him, and he came out with his name on this article. But evolution is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. You're going to tell me that now science now says that we came from outer space, and the primordial soup landed here in Earth, and then the primordial soup turned into living creatures, and some of those fish creatures grew feet somehow miraculously and walked on land, even though all their food and everything they've ever known was in the water. And then they existed on land, and eventually some of them became mammals. And some of those mammals then said, you know what, this place sucks. I want to go back in the water. And those mammals went back in the water and became whales and dolphins. And you have to believe this. If you want to go with science and math and shut up, you have to believe this. You can't say, nah, I don't believe in that, because I don't. It sounds ridiculous. And some of them, the dinosaurs, survived the giant asteroid because they told us everything died. But now some dinosaurs survived. And what do? They turned into chickens. Like, none of this makes sense. You can't have an animal in evolution turn into a bird. There's a whole different system. Like the wings have like tubes and stuff and blood vessels and things to make it airborne. And you're thinking that so there's a whole bunch of birds that tried to fly and couldn't. They just flopped around the ground until one of them finally figured out how to fly, and then evolution moved on from there. Yet there's no record of in-between animals to this day. They show you like some kind of ancient what is it? Some kind of fish or arachnoid creature with their fossil, and they point to that one. That they have nothing. Why aren't they still evolving? How come we don't see monkeys turn into humans? And how come some of our ancestors and monkeys said, you know what? I don't feel like turning into a human. I'll just stay right here and stay as a monkey. And why aren't we evolving into some other kind of creature? I mean, there's so many questions and they have no answer for anything other than, oh, well, you don't understand. There's a moment in time and you're not on Earth long enough to see it change. Well, then show me all of the examples of the in-between animals, because there should be some, but there's none. A dog can't turn into a cat. A dog can turn into different dogs, but it's still a dog. There's still no missing. There's no, as a missing link is still missing, along with part of the universe. I guess whoever's keeping an eye on the universe is keeping an eye on the missing link. So, enough of that rant. Let's move on. And eventually, some monkeys evolved into CFM. That is unbelievable. Who's the joker that said that? 1369 Gand. Now, this one cracked me up. So they had a robot fight, right? And what's funny about this is this robot does a fatal blow. I think he's doing a karate kick. What do you call it? A Karate Kid kick. The crane. Okay, let's turn this down. So he knocks him down. He kicks him twice, and he rocks him to the point. Remember, I don't know if you were a kid, had Rock'em Sock'em robots. I had them. And he kicks the guy's head, and now it's like on a weird swivel, but he's still fighting like nothing's wrong. I just got a kick out of it. Look, now the head's way over here. He's still fighting. So we're getting close to the Terminator stage. We're not quite there, but I'm sure he'll be back. Or it'll be back. Does he say it that way anymore? No. I'll be back. I'll be back. There, look, his head's on the other side, like a backpack. And he's still fighting and dancing like he's winning. So pretty fantastic. Uh-oh, he lost a shoe or something. Anyways, robot fights are fun. When I was growing up, we had this they had the ring where they had robots that would like destroy each other with like saws and fire and stuff. Some kind of robot war. That was kind of funny. But this is Rock'em Sock'em robots in real life. And I find it fascinating. And there goes his head, just hanging out. You don't even need that head. I don't need that part. His head's just hanging around.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Just hanging around. Okay. What's next? We got a robot. Got that one. Got that one. And on the spoon conversation. Okay. And then we were going to talk about Mandela real quick too. Oh, I did want to show you this one. This is speaking of AI and robots and so forth. So this one.
I'm wearing gloves for this one, and I'm going to need you to stay with me because AI can now steal fingerprints from a photo taken from 5 feet away, 10 feet away, and it could still recover about half the print. This isn't theoretical. In China, a researcher did a live demonstration on TV, and in 2025, criminals tried to use a photo that someone posted to get into the smart lock on their home. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I delete this app? I'm right there with you. But good news, this would have to be a highly targeted attack. So your brunch selfie, probably fine. Also, the quality of the photo, the blur, the lighting, all of that's important. But if you notice peace signs, thumbs up, and the little hearts going into retirement, now you know why.
This is real. Here's the article. People were actually able to do this. The program they used showed fingerprint ridges becoming visible after the image was enhanced with photo editing software and artificial intelligence tools. According to China Newsweek, a professor at the university said that portrait photos taken with high-quality cameras could make it possible to reconstruct hand details from this peace sign pose. And take a look at this. According to this news station, someone posted a photograph online last July which had this finger pose. Criminals reportedly downloaded the image and used his fingerprint in an attempt to unlock the smart lock on his home, but the attempt was stopped in real time. In another case covered by the news, an employee used a company attendance system to collect a colleague's fingerprints and then make silicone fingerprint covers. He then used these in a burglary and stole $85,000. So this is possible. You can get somebody's fingerprint, do something like this, and then enter their home or use them in a burglary. So this is like some Gone in 60 Seconds type stuff.
Interesting times we are in. Absolutely interesting times. We are actually, as you say, watching the beginning of the beast system. So, okay. I've talked to bugs too, and especially mosquitoes. We say prayer around here that takes away any biting critter, right? Mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, gnats, anything that wants to suck blood, Draculas, all of that. And we bind and cast them away with a powerful prayer from our Lord Jesus. So, yes, get rid of your bugs. Yeah, a lot of people are going back to these older phones, but it's really hard to live in this world and not use the system that is out there. So just be aware of it. That's all we can do. You're not going to change it. You're not going to. So who's this? Jeezy Mac. What's up? Not much. Just doing the show. Yeah, you get changed or left behind, but we can be aware of it and use the technology and have no fear in it. So, yes, share my prayer. Well, it's basically that. I mean, your cat may vary, but I just will. I'll talk to God and I'll ask, because one of the things that's written about in the Bible is Jesus can bind and cast away Satan. And so use that with anything that's negative coming. I pray before the show every week. I pray after too, but I pray before the show because I'm sort of a target, obviously. My show, even though it's grown and I have 5,000, 5,300 people, there's still, I am a target to where evil wants to bring me down and attack me. And you just pray it. You just give that to God. I got news for you that these last few months have been extremely difficult in my personal life. But everything that I have worried about or just like I was worried about, I've given those things to God in prayer, and He's taken me through all of them. And I talked about it the other night where there was something that I specifically asked for, and he did it exactly as I had asked. So there is power of prayer, and don't forget that. They want to make you feel that there is no power. They want to dismiss you. They want to make you feel silly for praying, but people have been praying for their whole lives, and it's not a religious thing. Just do it from your heart and talk to God. So, what is this? Your favorite intro got shortened because some people claim to know what new viewers like. Finn's yelling at me, Jeannie. Jeannie says, "Good, Finn." So yeah, I'll probably go back to the old system. I don't know. I'm trying to get more viewers. It's obviously shadow banning, whatever you want to call it. I'm supposed to be in this one little corner, so I'll stay here. I'll stay in my lane, and I'll continue to do this show, and for whoever shows up, however many people that I'm supposed to talk to, and so that's what we'll do. And yes, we'll go back to a joke next week. Okay. Everyone's yelling now. Go old school. So, okay. What do I have left here? Let's see. Got the AI photo thing. Okay. So here's another one that I thought was interesting. I can't play their audio because everyone puts music and I get the copyright strike on it. But
that says the firstborn.
This is an interesting discussion he's having. So we'll put the words on. So in Deuteronomy, he's discussing how the firstborn son receives double portion of the inheritance because they were supposed to receive the greater amount and carry on with family leadership. That was the idea. And he's saying, well, it's the same guy. When you read the Bible, God keeps doing these things where Cain was firstborn, but Abel had his offering accepted. But when you read the extra books, it says that Abel gave him the best lamb or sheep, whatever it was that he was shepherding, and Cain gave God the scraps of the stuff that was left over, like for the pigs or whatever it was, the cows. And so that's part of the reason. But it's interesting because Cain was firstborn, but only Abel had the offering accepted. Ishmael was firstborn, but God's covenant goes through Isaac. Esau was firstborn. He came out red and hairy like a Bigfoot, but Jacob got the blessing. And then Aaron was older than Moses, but Moses becomes the leader. And David had the older, stronger brothers, but yet God chose David to be king. And Simon inherited the throne instead of his older brother. So he says, why would God say in his word that it's the older brother that gets everything, and then spend the centuries, the rest of the Bible, highlighting the exceptions? And so Abel is killed. Joseph is rejected by his brothers. But then God uses him to save the famine in Egypt. And Moses is rejected by Israel, and they complain all the way through their desert. David is rejected as a king, right? So these are the people that God used, and they all got rejected by their own people. And so he comes to the conclusion, it's like if you're chosen by God, it makes you a target for people to reject you. So God is teaching us to look at status, birth, order, appearance, position, but God constantly chooses a person nobody expects. Because if God always chose the strongest person, we'd think that strength accomplished that person. If he always chose them by appearance, we'd think that beauty achieved it. If he chose them by position of power, then we'd think that the authority of the person did it. God uses the weak to shame the strong. God uses the poor to shame the rich, and the lowly to shame the ones in power. And it all connects into someone that was born in humble circumstances, rejected by his own, condemned by religious leaders, Jesus Christ. Just like Abel, he becomes the killed righteous one. Like Isaac, Jesus is the promised beloved son. Like Jacob, Jesus receives a new name with John highlights. Like Joseph, Jesus is the rejected savior. Like Moses, Jesus intercedes on our behalf. And like David is our shepherd and king, Jesus is our shepherd and king. Like Solomon, Jesus builds the temple, but instead of a building, his dwelling place is with us. So I wish I could have had him say it, but I think I read it pretty well. And so, yeah, I thought that was a really interesting take on something that we find ourselves wondering that why God is using these certain people and not others. And then when you do get used in a way, like I know I'm being used as a vessel for this, whatever this is, you get rejected and you feel despondent because people in your real life are rejecting your ideas. And then other people that they don't like what they're hearing, they'll come and try to attack you and your space, and they'll mock you and things like that. So what I really want to make sure is we know, though, is that God has a purpose for us. We're here not by accident. We're in the most amazing, strangest times that I feel that have existed. And we're not here by accident. God chose us to be here. And so why were you chosen to be here? I don't know. One of my purposes, obviously, is to do this show and reach whoever it is God wants me to reach. And I just, it's such an honor and a humbling blessing for me that God allows me to do this. And so that's the thing, is if you're feeling rejected, if you're feeling despondent or alone, if you're feeling attacked or mocked or any of these things, you're in good company, because look at all the people in the Bible that all those things happened to, and they're some of the greatest leaders in our history, leading up to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend!
Okay, so what I'll do, if the chat does stay, I'll throw this in there if you want to see that video on your own, and we'll do that. Okay. And where are we at here? So we got that. Well, got a couple things there left. But you know what we could do? Let's we haven't had a video in a while of my food and Sarah. So let's do one of those. Oh, thank you, Trish. You're a blessing too. What is this? Oh, I like the toaster oven. Toaster oven's question. You can't buy and sell in Babylon interrupt. Yes, I think we're all in good company here, Ann. So thank you for being here. Rhetoric. This is a good chat. This is really. I when I say mocking, I'm saying all the people that like believe that Elon Musk has a car flying through space and think we're on a flying spinning ball. Those are the people I'm talking about. The people that believe that this thing made it to space and back.
What a piece of junk!
She'll make 0.5 past light speed.
What is that?
It may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid. I've made a lot of special modifications myself.
What is that?
Ooh.
Ooh. Satellite tracking continues.
I know I'm the only one keeping this girl alive, but I really enjoy enjoy her asking what everything is. To the extent that I've almost forgotten to play Valhalla this week. Nobody yelled Valhalla.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk.
What is that?
Rest now, brother. We have the watch. And I'll see you in Valhalla.
What is that? Satellite tracking continues.
Her face at the end is the best. So, okay. So how about a little some food that I made? I didn't just make this one, but I'm sure I haven't played this one in quite a while. So I'm certain that most of you have, not all of you, if not everyone, it's here tonight hasn't seen this. So for your listening and watching, viewing pleasure, cooking with Sarah. Well, not with Sarah. She's after the cooking. No hair in the food. No hair in the food.
The ceiling fans are very attractive.
Okay, so if you do the math, I think this piece came out of that cloud. See, you got this cloud missing, that piece. So hopefully you'll get there soon. All right, so we're gonna make some corned beef.
I personally love corned beef.
You gotta get yourself one of these clay buckets.
A big pot.
Getting it washed and sterilized. We've got some brisket that I unfroze. It was from a local butcher, and we're gonna make corned beef. So I'm gonna clean this out and get this cut up and into there, and then we'll put our seasoning on it to get it fermenting.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so we've got it in there, fit in there really well. And other people are excited too. So now we're gonna season it up and get it going.
There's ingredients.
All right, so we're gonna make the brine. So we've got some little water. We're gonna add some garlic, and then we've got fresh bay leaf. Fantastic. And then we're gonna eventually heat all whatever this brine becomes, and then we'll let it cool. We're gonna put it over the meat.
With special ingredients.
Got some cinnamon, some allspice. On there. Got some cardamom pods. Looking nice. And then some cocoa.
You got any more of that secret ingredient?
What secret ingredient?
And some fermented ginger. That's going in there. So we got some sinkers, we got some floaters. You know what else floats? Wood.
Apples! Very small rocks. A great gravy!
Some peppercorn. It's always good for the brain. And then, of course, the thing nobody has a lot of in the world, thyme. Get it? It's thyme. Get it?
We have time. We don't!
And then a cup of salt, more or less. And a heaping half cup of brown sugar, more or less. All right, so we're gonna bring this up to a quick boil, then we're gonna turn it down, reduce it to a simmer, and then when it's done, we'll let it cool, and then we'll pour it over the meat.
The secret ingredient of my secret ingredient soup.
And an extra option, you can add a little beet juice to the meat. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, so now we're gonna pour our mixture right on top of our brisket. All right, now we gotta put in our ceramic.
And don't call me Shirley.
Put these weights in here, and they help hold the meat down and get it completely saturated. All right, it's in there. Put the lid on. Now we wait.
15 years later.
Okay, so we're at stage 2. We've taken it out of the aging processing plant, and we've moved it on to the cooking plant.
We? Who's we?
I know it's not a plant, it's an instant with a teapot, and we're gonna put, it's in here now, and then we're gonna do a really slow cook on it, and then see how it does after that.
I've added the ingredients. It's more powerful than anticipated.
Ceiling fan, the weird and strange things he sees. So here we have a starter for
Sourdough starter
for the rye bread.
for the rye bread.
And what's in this?
Rye flour and rye seed.
And a tad of honey, local honey. Right, honey?
Right, honey.
And so now we cover it up, and let it rest until it rises a bit. It's time for Ceiling Fan Man and Sarah, and kisses and tacos.
Here, remember? We had tacos.
So we had this box, didn't think it was useful at all, and then turned out it's a good hiding place for panthers, right?
I'm a Black Panther now.
You just don't have the fight in you anymore, do you? I understand. She wants peace in the Middle East.
can't get those birds, kitty. You got me, Black Panther.
Satellite tracking continues.
And look who it is. She heard her name and her video playing. Come here, you. Don't tear up my wife. There. Get him, Sarah. Get them all. Did you get them? Get the one that's in the back. Get the here. Look this way. Up here. Look over here. Get him. She's like, I want out of here. Look, you. They pay good money to see you, and they want to see you. So there. So there you go. She's got things to hunt, and she's very camera shy lately. So I'll try to. Well, there we go. See ya. That's it. All right. So there's your Sarah. Had cat scratch fever. Cat on a hot tin roof. She is. I do. I've never been a cat person. I've always been a dog person. But you did chicken tacos. Those are good, soft tacos. So I've never been a cat person, but this cat is. Well, like you guys, she stole my soul. So she's probably looking for yours next. So, so I don't know. I didn't see Ryan, but he'll see this later, hopefully. So you have the same box. So, okay, let's see. Oh, Jeannie, Smk. She, I'm not sure. I never asked. For Sarah. Sarah, you got some money, Sarah. God bless you. So, and we just had to get more food for her, so that'll go in perfect. So thank you very much. What a wonderful treat. Yes, one might say it was perfect. She's on duty. Oh, I saw you. I know you were tardy. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. She is I know what the highlight of the show is. I get it. So, all right. Let's go down to the bottom here. Okay, so let's see. We got Sarah. We did that video. We got that. I think we kind of covered all the stuff. I'll show that house next week. We're good there. So we'll get rid of that one. And I did want to mention about something that was kind of ringing around in my head after I talked with JT last week, and we were discussing the Mandela effect. And one of the things is he of course compares like a lot of things I do to TV and movies, and there's the whole quantum multiple universes stuff. I get that. And so the idea is this: let's say, just for grins and giggles, in 2012, when the Mayan calendar, which no longer exists, of course, the Mayans lost their N, it's now just the Maya calendar. So even they got Mandela affected. Mayan calendar. So you type in Mayan calendar on a Google search and clickety click. You end up getting this. You type in Mayan calendar and it changes it to Maya because they never had an N. The fact that you remember an N on the Mayan calendar, you're mistaken. The Maya calendar, see, and then it goes to an N. See, so they have it wrong in this article. There's the Maya calendar. So it's kind of in flux. And so the idea is this. Let's say something happened in 2012, like they said. They said that the world was going to end because the Mayans or Mayas, their calendar ended in 2012. So what if what happened in 2012, this is just a theory, it's not even mine, we did somehow switch timelines. But in all the movies and TV shows, when that happens, nobody remembers the old timeline because they're not from it, right? But the people that somehow, let's say the ones that God opened their eyes, they saw the change and they still remember the old ways. And so that kind of makes me, it helps connect the dots a little bit more, because I can look at a passage in the Bible that has changed, like Job, one of my favorite passages. I've read it so many times. And the first 2 times I read it, it said, the Lord gives, the Lord taketh away. And now when you read it, it says the Lord gave and hath taken. It's all in past tense. And so, yeah, it seems like a very small change, but it was enough to make me go, wait, that's wrong. And then don't forget the Lord's Prayer with trespasses that everyone still says wrong to this day. And so it's like we remember the old way, even though we were supposed to be men in black and mind wiped, we weren't supposed to remember it. But somehow we brought those memories with us by God's grace. And so what I see the Mandela effect is just a way of showcasing that we live in a supernatural world that we can't understand, but it can change at a molecular level. And people will mock you for that too, but they can't prove they can't explain these things, why some of these things have changed. And they have it the wrong memory too. And then they'll take the upgrade and go, oh, okay, I guess I just never knew that Scarecrow had a gun, and they'll just throw that in there. But no, something is changing, and we have been blessed that we can see it. And so don't use it to have any fear. But what you do, the takeaway is that this is a spiritual battle. And I believe it's a way for God to remind us of that, because things can happen and things that we don't even understand or believe. Our brain tries to keep everything, locked in the way that we understand it. But if you go to the whole Matrix thing, that was the other, I did have one other little clip there, that if you go to the whole Matrix idea, there is no spoon. And it's not a matter of you're in a matrix and it's fake and the spoon doesn't exist. No, the whole idea of this no spoon, as this guy says here, it's not that the spoon doesn't exist and everything's a simulation. The spoon exists, the child exists, the conversation exists. What doesn't exist is the boundary between the spoon and Neo. The separation is the illusion. When you bend a spoon with your mind, you're operating from the assumption that you are separate from the spoon, and subjects act on an object. Mind control matters. Duality creates the impossibility, blah, 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 blah. The child figured out something that neuroscience are just confirming. Your brain doesn't distinguish between yourself and the environment the way you think. The neural network represents your body and extends seamlessly into the networks that represent the space around your body. Example, a tennis racket becomes an extension of your arm. A race car is an extension of your body. The instrument stops being separate and becomes part of you. So the spoon bends because Neo stops treating it like it's external. It's part of him. And so there's no spoon to manipulate because there's no separate self doing it. This is grounded in science and math, and shut up. It embodies a cognitive research that shows your brain can map tools and objects you focus on as real extensions of the body. Pianist brains can often represent piano keys within the finger map. Surgeons' brains can represent their instruments as extended limbs. So it's basically was teaching you neuroscience disguised as sci-fi philosophy. So what this all breaks down in my mind is this. We're all energy. We all exist in the same matrix of energy, and that, the way the atoms are formed, they either form Neo or they form that spoon or the little cancer kid. It's all the same electronics. But when Jesus says that we can move mountains, I believe it's being able to control it that way. Like he just spoke to the water and said, be still, and it was. Now that's a level that none of us have gotten to. And will we ever achieve it before we're dead? I don't know. But what I do know is this, is that science tells us that all of this electricity, the ether, whatever you want to call it, we all exist as, well, little tiny what? Atoms? No, ATOM, atoms. And they're put together depending on, the electrical process and what pulls and what. So that's all science in there. But at the end of the day, we have to remember this. If it's all the same energy, then we have to work on getting to where Not that we can control the environment, but what you can do is realize who you are, realize where you are, and through God, all things are possible. And so that's the missing piece if you haven't gone there yet. You need to make that connection, not a religious connection. You need to make a spiritual connection with God tonight, if you can. Find a dark room, close the door, leave your phone outside, sit in silence for a minute, take a few breaths, and from your heart, ask him if he's real. Ask him the questions. Tell him the things, the problems that are bothering you right now, the things that are hurting you, the things that are making you feel depressed or upset or sick. Tell him those things and ask for help. And in my beginning of this show always says your cat may vary. Well, in this instance, it should come out the way that we've been taught. God reads your heart, so you can't just ask it and not believe in it. The cross doesn't work on a vampire either unless you have faith in it. It's the same thing. But if you put that mindset into it, you will get your blessings. You're getting them now. You just might not notice it, but you'll see them more. And you'll create that relationship with God that each and every one of us should have. Because as the world gets more and more full of fear, God has that one thing that he tells us more than anything in the Bible is to have no fear. And so that's what happens when they talk about being born again. The Holy Spirit fills you with such joy that no matter what this world, the evilness, Satan himself throws at you, you'll make it through it. And you'll make it through it with good joy in your heart.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend!
So there. Okay. So I think that was a good little rant to kind of wind down on. And we covered the spoon and we covered the Mayans. And Scarecrow has a gun. Okay. So unless there's any other questions that I missed in the chat. Oh, I did see there's someone that always asks for the flying cat. So here you go.
What the just happened?
There you are. One flying cat. Okay. I think that covers it. Unless you want to hear me sing again, but I think that was enough. All right. Oh, and you, Aaron, I think you were asking me what program I use for my editing skills. You won't even believe the machines I have are sold. It's a program called Windows Movie Maker, which they don't even it doesn't even work on most machines. There's also Microsoft Clipchamp, and I've done some of that. But they went ahead and they did an update where they took all my videos away, and I did a video on it. It's crazy. They go into your machine and they delete all the videos and they put them on their cloud. So I had to go into their cloud and download them. It was a whole mess. Anyways, that's what I use. So, all right. Well, thank you, Val, and thank you, everyone. And where are we at here? And how to meet Jesus talk. How good. The flying cats never get old. And you liked my rant. Why, thank you very much. So, all right. So unless there's anything else that I might have missed, then I will kind of wrap this one up. And I hope you've all enjoyed yourself. If you did, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And, oh, look at this. God bless you. Beowulf sent 5 more memberships. So, and I promise you, I'm going to work on it this week with Rose's help, and we'll get more of that membership stuff going. But thank you for that. All that helps. And you're very wonderful and loving chat, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you again for being here. I'll go back to to the longer version of the intro. Maybe I'll have a disclaimer if someone wants to wait 5 minutes and then start the show. But I will continue to do this show as long as God puts it in my heart, because as some of you out there,
I got nowhere else to go.
That's enough of that. Okay. So now you get this, he says, with the night. Oh, I didn't do the prayer. Goodness. Okay. Let's see. Dear Father in heaven, please continue to guide us through these times. Watch over us and help us, heal us, and pick us up as we're falling down, and continue to bind and cast away all of the negative and evil spirits, and Satan and the devil himself, cast them away. Shower us with your blessings. Keep us in your arms. Comfort us as you have promised, and continue to help us find our way through these times where everyone, it seems to be, not understanding what we're saying, or in some way negatively feeling about the things that we talk about. I ask you right now, Father, within your will, to open their eyes and hearts and unharden their hearts, open their minds, bring them all home to be with us, that we can be together in love and joy and no more sorrow and suffering. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so now, with that, he says this you get with a knife in his leg.
Class is dismissed.
So let's do this again. Same bad time, same bad channels, Fridays at 6 p.m. Check your local listings. And thank you all for being here, and anybody that's showing up later. And please don't forget to write me, email me, just reach out, and I answer everyone to make sure that no man left behind, or woman, or couch. Enough of that rambling. I'm going to go now. Thank you all again for being here. God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Let's do this again soon. Good night, everyone.
I'm the satellite.
$500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
Satellite transfer complete.